Our next speaker, Mr. صفوت will be giving a very brief talk on the tourism sector and the impact on tourism by the recent upheaval. Tourism is one of our most important revenue streams in Egypt, as you can imagine. So please welcome Mr. صفوت.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to this gathering for the love of Egypt. I know everyone has been speaking about problems in Egypt, and what happened in Egypt was terrible, absolutely terrible. But now I can say to you all that in the last couple of days, I've heard and I've seen the good news that a court in Egypt have already ruled and banned all the activities of the, I'm not going to call them Muslim Brotherhood. I'm a Muslim myself. I am ashamed of them. I say they already stopped their activities, not only themselves, anyone affiliated with them, and also the Islamists who work with them, they stopped for good. I was so pleased, but I can say to the Egyptian government and the world, this is only one step to put this group, this organization as a terrorist organization, because they are terrorist people. They destroyed the image of Egypt. They destroyed the tourism of Egypt. They destroyed the name of our country. That's why I call them the Tourism Brotherhood, not the Muslim Brotherhood. My name is صفوت. I'm in this country, Australia, for the last 42 years. Of course, I was born in Egypt. My relationship with my country never stopped. I'm proud to be Australian, and I'm also proud to be Egyptian. As a member of the travel and tourism industry, I can say to you that the Muslim Brotherhood and the revolution have destroyed a very, very important part of the income to Egypt, which is tourism, among other things. Australian people love Egypt. They do love Egypt. And I was so pleased to send many Australians to Egypt. And I feel so happy when they come back and say, hey, we loved it, and we want to go back to Egypt again. There's not one student in the primary school here did not have Egypt as one of their projects. That's why the love of Egypt in Australia starts from the youngsters. I can tell you that before the January 25th, our yearly outgoing tourism from Australia to Egypt have reached 75,000 tourists to Egypt. Between 2012 and 2013, we have between 3,000 and 4,000. Imagine the loss Egypt has received from the reducing number of tourism from Australia. I'm talking only about Australia. Now, what about the rest of the world? That's why from this place here, I call upon the Australian government and you guys from the parliament, the member of parliaments, to move the embargo of tourism to Egypt, because the Australian people love to go to Egypt. I wanted to go back, I'm not going to be too long, I want to go back again a few weeks ago. I was very upset and disgusted when I've heard, when I've seen that the ex-government with their foreign minister, Mr. Bob Carr, supported Morsi and his backward regime. I cannot believe it that this government put Australia side by side with Taliban and Al-Qaeda in a list to support terrorism. That is why I call upon our new government that do not do the same as the ex-government did. I need the new government to support Egypt as well as the rest of the world. Egypt needs the world's support. Imagine 10 million people depends on tourism in Egypt and more. In my office in Cairo, I used to have 69 families depending on tourism in my office. We had 17 vehicles. They're all rusted at the moment in the garage. And the number of workers now down to 16 people. Now those 8 or 9 million, if they didn't get a job very soon, what will happen to them? They will turn into criminals or they will hurt other people. That's why tourism, it's important, and I need the Australian people, the Australian government, and the Egyptians in Australia to support the country and start to invest money in the country, because Egypt is still our second land, second motherland. And God bless Australia, God bless Egypt, and God bless you all. Thank you.